Let's do one more quick segment before the super chats here.
Okay,
Let's
what's
do
that?
it.
What's this?
Superheroes are racist, bro.
Oh, really? Cool.
We are re-examining how we portray cops on screen. Now it's time to talk about
goodness.
superheroes.
Oh, my Lanta.
goodness.
My friends. I must tell you why I find this article.
Time.com from Time magazine.
Yeah. Do you want to know why I love this article?
Do tell me.
So the argument is superheroes tend to be white people enforcing their vision of justice on an unwilling population.
Oh.
And I was like, and you have a problem with that? The article says yes. I'm like, okay, now do Antifa.
Oh.
And they're like,
Antifa is a
Screeching
group
halt.
of mostly white people using violence to enforce their vision of justice on an unwilling populace. I think it's funny that they don't realize their view of Antifa is the same as this, and they're criticizing it for the same reason.
Yep.
Welcome to the club. You now understand why we don't like Antifa. Okay.
Is this like COVID if you call it something
oh
different?
my gosh.
That being
is
said,
funny.
there is an issue with superheroes being vigilantes.
Yeah.
And quite literally, have you ever seen the Batman movies where he fights cops?
Yep, it's true.
They don't get it. They don't understand that, yes, what they're doing is not acceptable. Well, to be fair, the commissioner is okay with Batman.
Yeah.
You know, but but the point is, like Spider-Man, Batman, and many superheroes go against the grain, go against the law. But then you have Superman, who very much works within the confines of law and the American way.
Yep.
They use Superman for this. What was Superman's like original motto? Truth, justice, and the American way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now they want to complain about that.
Interesting.
But let's read. Let's read what Time has to say
good.
about how we portray
Goody.
superheroes. And they show this picture of everyone touching Superman. In the past several weeks, as calls to defund the police have gone mainstream, pop culture critics and fans have reconsidered how Hollywood heroizes.
Never heard that before.
Is that a word?
Weird. I don't
Cops.
like it.
Legal procedurals and shoot 'em ups action movies have long presented a skewed perception of the justice system in America. To be fair, we just watched all the Pirates movies recently. Like we were hanging out on the weekend, and like I played all the Pirates.
Yeah, it was great.
Pirates are really awful things.
Yeah, they are.
They're like murderous rapists.
Yep.
Did I tell you my story about dealing with the land pirates?
No.
In Belgium?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
So me and Nisha were driving through we were driving around Europe, and we stopped in Belgium, and we were actually warned about this before we left, about land pirates. This is a real thing, mind you.
Land pirates?
Never heard of this.
So what they do is they look for RVs, all right, at like different places, and they gas, because all RVs have like an exhaust spot that has to be, it's legally, you have to have an open
so the
area so the air can flow. So they gas the inside of the RV, put the people to sleep, break into the RV, and steal everything, and then leave.
Oh.
And then you wake up and it's all gone.
So we're cooking dinner. We're night owls, so we're up late, and we're looking out the window, and she's like, I see someone looking at us, and I'm like, what? And I look out, and sure enough, there's a dude like spying on our RV. I'm like, okay. So I kind of like turn the light on, and I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, I see you, and he like, walks away. And I'm like, now we're on high alert, like we're eating dinner, we're looking out the window, like what's going on? And we see them go to another RV on the other side. It was like an RV spot, and we're like, oh my gosh, that was the old couple that was walking their dog like an hour ago, and they're in the RV right now. And those guys, and then we hear a machine kick over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're probably gassing these people.
Man.
So I straight up get out and I walk over, and they are, and I'm like, yo. Sorry if that was loud, but that's what I did. I did, just like a
yo thing.
Yeah, like
what are
a
you
yo.
doing?
And they don't even look. They're just like whatever, continuing on. I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I go to the nearest store. I'm like, yo, there's some like land pirates, and they're like, so English. Oh, and I'm like, okay, what can I do? So I'm
Belgian.
So I like walk out, and I go and turn on, and we bounce, dude. We are like, we're out of here.
Sucks.
But I think
I
think me yelling woke the people up.
Oh, good.
Because as I walked out of the place, they were screaming past me in their car.
Oh wow!
It was one of those slow-mo moments where I like looked at, I was like, oh my gosh, that's them, and they were like, oh, that's the dude that yelled at us. keep going, keep going, keep going. I was like, wow, land pirates are a thing. So yes, pirates are bad. They steal your stuff.
Pirates are very bad.
Nice, a nice side
story. Yeah.
is a mini quest.
Random side
quest.
story.
I love it.
Side quest. So anyway, the point is, they as they're talking about how movies make heroes out of cops. Yeah, they also made heroes out of pirates in that movie.
That's a good
They're
point.
like, he's a pirate and a good man. No, pirates literally, like, you're on a boat.
Those are
It's been
mutually
3
explosive.
months.
Yep.
Your entire life is on the boat. They shoot cannons at you. Your whole world is burning down. You're gonna
they
die.
scuttle the boat.
Yeah,
they leave you for dead, take all the goods, and leave.
and take the women.
Yeah.
Yep, they take the women.
That's why they don't like pirates. But this movie made all the pirates really fun, great heroes. But they were like anti-heroes, I guess.
Well, those were Disney pirates, so
Made kids
Disney can get away with
Could
it.
you imagine like all these kids being like, I want to be a pirate, and they're like,
Wow, you two did that
Yeah, I
really
was like,
close.
yeah,
and
'cause
they've
I can
got
imagine it.
they've got
It makes sense.
fake eye patches, and they're going like, ha ha, and they're like swinging at each other, and then you have like there's actual pirates that exist today, and like, have you seen that video from the cargo ship and the pirates attack it,
Oh yeah.
and then they're like shooting at them like, that's crazy.
Yep.
Some like Somali pirates, I think.
Oh man, they're bad.
Crazy.
So
Yeah.
anyway, the point I'm bringing up is movies make heroes of whatever they want to make heroes out of.
Yep.
Including anti-heroes.
Including bad guys.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about the other day, about how people are seeing movies and going, that's what real life is like. It
Yep.
must be like that. There must be that kind of person everywhere. That's what everyone's like. They like turn always the antagonist of the movie. That's what everyone that doesn't agree with me is like now.
Yeah.
These people are mentally ill, man.
Like, this proves it to me.
Have you ever watched Law & Order SVU?
A couple episodes.
I think it's a great show.
Good show.
And Elliot Stabler, one of the characters on the show,
Okay.
detective. And I think I don't think he's a bad guy, but he does have his moments where he's a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Where he'll like, he like, look, they're dealing with sex crimes and stuff.
Okay.
So there's moments where they catch a pedo and he snaps and like just starts beating the crap out of the guy. And I'm like, I feel you, dude.
It's like, I can't
But
really be upset because you're...
I mean, actually, I love watching it. It's like, yeah, beat him up, get him. Yeah, but
Right.
It's very human emotion.
one of the issues is that on several occasions he gets the wrong guy,
Oh no.
and so he ends up beating up innocent people in his rage. But he gets in trouble for it. This is what they don't understand about
He's held
this.
accountable.
Yes, they make cops heroes, but in the show they're like, Stabler, you're suspended or whatever. It's like, you can't do that. What's wrong with you, man? There's actually one cop in the show who I think actually goes to jail. Because of a brutality, issue, and I'm like, this is a part of the show.
Yep.
It reminds me of like when all the feminists talk about rape culture stuff. They're like, we have a society that glorifies it, and I was like, where?
You do.
Because quite literally, we have a TV show that's been on for like 20 years dedicated to talking about why this is illegal and a crime and evil, and these people must be in prison.
Yeah.
It's insane to think that our society glorifies this when it actually glorifies a female sergeant named Olivia Benson who leads a team to stop these people, and it's a highly rated show. The show's great. I love it. Take the bad guys down, man. Nobody's supporting this. So when you get Superman, who doesn't go against the government and works with them, I'm sorry, man. You're sure. What would you prefer? Would you want Pirates of the Caribbean, where the bad guys are the good guys who go against the government, or Superman, where the good guy works with the government? Because you get both. So articles like this, in my opinion, it's just, here's what I think happened. There's some woke millennial, sitting in the office at Time HQ in New York, and their boss comes in and says, I'm seeing a lot of stories about these cops being bad in like Hollywood. Can you write something like that? And then the woke person's like, Spider-Man's white. Maybe we could do something with that. Yeah, let me think of something. And then he's like, oh yeah, hey, superheroes are just basically cops, but like, I'll write that up.
Sky cops.
Something they just make up at the last minute because someone's like, hey, I'll make it even worse actually. The editor walks in and says, yo, look, you got to publish something. Just, I don't know, pull something out of a hat. And then he goes, okay, and he goes, let's see, police brutality, wokeness, and Superman. What can I do with that? Ooh, I know. Superheroes are glorified and they're criminals. Let's talk about superhero reform.
It's like Mad Libs.
You know what's interesting though?
Yeah.
I was reading something really interesting about superheroes, and it was saying something like, this might have been Jordan Peterson actually, how early hero archetypes challenged the system.
Okay.
Like, I can't remember which story, but like Hercules, I guess, or whatever, they would fight the gods and challenge the gods and all that stuff. And now today, they uphold the system. The heroes maintain the status quo. And like, when did that switch happen? When did it used to be that the powers that be were the bad guys, and now, the powers that be are supported by the superheroes?
It's interesting.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Someone said in chat that the SJWs canceled SVU.
They did?
And
They
I was
did
like,
partly, yeah.
I'm like, what's going on with this? And
Did
it's
they really?
it's not that I haven't seen that it is canceled, but I guess people are trying to cancel Olivia Benson, the main character.
Why
Why?
is that?
Because she's a cop?
I don't know. It doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
man.
It says the first article that I come up with is "Say Goodbye to Law and Order."
It says it does.
That's wonderful.
Olivia Benson gets lionized as television's good cop that does real world damage.
Dude.
A strong female lead.
It's all burning
Yeah.
down around us, huh?
Can't even have
Not
that.
good enough.
So what happens? Let's say Trump wins. What happens? Like cops are bad, up is down. The virus is healing Black Lives Matter supporters. I don't even know what's going on
Magic.
anymore.
No. What's going on right now is I'm becoming politically aware. I'm not going to lose that
Right?
Yeah.
next year. This isn't going away. I am here now. I can't go back. I will never go back. I want to know what's going on. What's going on right now is everyone's getting that way. Everyone's looking for themselves. They're like, maybe not everyone, clearly not.
No, but like,
not,
why does
not some people at time.com.
Seriously.
But but I feel that. I feel like people are seeing it and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna be more politically active. I'm gonna get into politics. A lot of people have been hitting me up on
Yeah, I
Twitter
saw
saying like,
that.
you know what? You've inspired me to get into politics, and I'm like, yes,
So great.
thank you. We need to wait. What is the word? Heroize?
Heroize?
Heroize.
Yeah.
We need to heroize politics and take down the corrupt politicians that are really the cause of all this stuff.
Yep.
You know what the issue is? For too long, we have been comfortable.
And
There was
what
people-
have I been saying for
Always
months
the
and months,
problem.
man?
People had no reason to be involved.
Exactly.
And because of this, the people who got elected were manipulators and deceivers and exploiters.
Yep.
And then when things started to get stagnant and bad and scary and freaky, people started to come back actually saying, like, I got to fix these things. And so now you've quite literally got a very small group of real people who are like, let's fix it, with giant swamp creatures
Yep.
milling
Yep.
about.
Yeah, it's true. It's because there's people out there that want the power. And when you have all of the authority in the hands of the people that just want the power, that's when the issue is, that's where we're at now.
Yep.
All the people in Nancy Pelosi, for example, she wants that power. She wants to
listen.
be on the king of her castle. Look at her freaking
She
kitchen.
she represents these Democrats who have been in office for decades, who are complaining about the state of the world because Trump has been in office for 3 years.
I know.
They caused
I know.
it.
It's insane.
They're like, Trump is so bad at this. It's like, but you've been here for 50 years.
Yeah, you're not fixing
Joe,
anything.
Joe, you were actually in the vice presidency for 8 years.
And
Right.
you did
What do you,
nothing.
what
You
is-
didn't
what
fix
is
any
this?
of this.
You made it all worse.
He did. He made it worse.
All of the riots, all the complaints about stop and frisk and police brutality started under you, dude. So why would I want to go back to that? I don't.
I
don't
don't.
know. I don't know if Trump is better, but I know you're certainly not. I was entertaining voting for one of these Democrats until they picked Biden.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. I'm done. Not that guy. You're nuts. Absolutely insane.
I was watching those debates next to you, and I was just sitting there like, what am I doing with these?
see,
What are these
yeah.
people actually talking
They
about?
want Trump to win. That's
It
the only way
keeps
to
going
describe
back to
That's
it.
the only
I
way.
know. I said it as a joke, but the more we talk about it, the more I mean.
That's the real conspiracy.
Maybe, I don't know.
Trump's pretending to be the underdog fighting
Yeah.
the machine, but he's actually the real emperor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.